All right, listen up, y'all.
Greetings, everybody. This is Dr. Abdullah with another episode of All Things Education Official, educational news from a foundational Black American male's perspective. If you like what you're seeing, we like what you're hearing, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Once again, subscribe, comment, like, and share. Today, we're going to talk about how we must change our mindset about education before we can change the structure of education.
We have to do something in terms of how we perceive one another. I don't really think the changes that we need to necessarily make are going to be structural, not just yet. And I say that because right now, I realize that we are really battling against ideas and like paradigms, you know, and I realize that because education is something that is not afforded to so many of us, there has to be another solution. It can't simply be, okay, we're going to go and like start with the laws, because you have to understand these are structures and systems that like, it's going to take a while, and I think that this is a great place to start. I'm not saying that we should just simply forego them, right? Like we clearly see with Claudine Gay and so forth. Like this is something that is pretty big. Like, you know, like this is deeply, deeply embedded in the roots of America and American society and American institutions. But I do think that we have to kind of start to have a conversation within our community amongst one another about, you know, conversations like materialism, and not in the sense of, you know, consumerism, but in the sense of how can we see one another?
All right. Please follow Jalen Leslie. Jalen Leslie, she's a lovely young lady, has a wonderful perspective on social, political, and educational issues. Like me, she's a new YouTube content creator, and she has some very profound points, and she does a great breakdown of issues surrounding social, politics, and the Black community. She poignantly addresses how in order for us to change structure, education, structural systems, educational systems, and political systems, we're going to have to change our mindset, not only as a Black community, but we're going to have to change it as an American society. I think that's a great position to take. It's a more holistic position, more holistic approach, because we do recognize that if you enhance and better the Black community, the entire American community shall rise. According to the 2019 article, How African Americans Can Break the Cycle of Inherited Poverty on www.ebony.com, it says, in the Black community, there are several reasons why poverty and poor money habits are transferred through generations. The absence of healthy money management skills, inadequate access to wealth generating channels, an unbalanced debt to income ratio, unrealistic hurdles to self-sufficiency, racial inequality, and a lack of financial literacy all serve to perpetuate the cycle of poverty in the Black community. Another reason, and I definitely got to let this be known, another reason that many pundits tend to leave out is that it's due to the controversial nature of it, is the sabotage, the intentional and deliberate sabotage of Black community growth. You know, as education stands, it was never designed for all citizens to uplift themselves and become equal or paired with the ruling class, the dominant white society, the ruling class of the dominant white society. And once they recognized that Blacks could achieve much and reach parity through education, through learning, because look at what we did with no education. They were like, you know what, we're going to have to rig the system, which is what they adequately did. And that's why I stand firm in the belief system that we must create our own. You know, you're going to hear me say this in pretty much every video. We need to create, fund, and maintain our own organization, institution, specifically educational institution. The article goes on to list 5 mindset changes that should be done to help propel us forward. 1, become financially literate. 2, have more than a single stream of income. 3, invest in life insurance and a retirement plan. 4, think beyond our own prosperity. And 5, from small businesses to enterprises. I maintain, once again, that we must fund, create, and maintain our own institution. A question was asked of me under the one of my LinkedIn posts of a video, the video regarding Daryl George in Texas and how he had been discriminated against, violating even the Crown Act. The question was a real simple question. When will it stop? I have a very simple answer. It won't. We have gone as far as we can in this corrupt system. It's time we create our own system so that we can go up to the next level. But that first requires a mindset change. Once again, this is Dr. Abdullah with another episode of All Things Education Official. please follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. What do you think? Leave your comments in the comment section. If you got any pushback, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to be challenged on thoughts and ideas. But I want you to know that if we don't do this, it will never get done. Once again, you are dismissed.
Yeah! You are all expurgated. You are dismissed.